Good morning, YouTube. Lion Unleashed back at you from right here at the Green Thumbs Gardening Channel. And as you can see, guys, we're back here at our backyard escapes, koi and goldfish pond in our backyard. YouTube, we actually have the sprinkler going on back there in the background because since we got those bad storms here about 2.5 weeks ago, we haven't gotten one single drop of rain. And we're currently under a heat wave here in Tifton, Georgia. Our daily temperatures have ranged between about 96 and 100 plus for the past 5 to 6 days. So it's bone dry. We've been having to irrigate anything that we want to actually survive here in our yard every single day, sometimes twice a day, just to keep the ground moist enough to keep things alive here, YouTube. At any rate, YouTube, most of you guys know we've been here in this location for about 4 years now. And personally, I consider myself to be a very observant person, and I have no idea how during the past 4 years I haven't noticed what I noticed this morning. So again, I was back here setting up this sprinkler back here in the background to water our wildflower garden, our marigolds, our gladiolus, and everything that we have back here in the backyard escapes garden area back here. And I happened to glance next door, not at my immediate next door neighbor's house, but the neighbor next to hers up there on the corner. Her name is Miss Betty. She's a very nice lady, older lady. And like me, she loves growing things. You will never pass by Miss Betty's yard and see the yard all grown up. You won't see her yard not well manicured. You won't see dying plants or anything in Miss Betty's yard under any circumstance, no matter how hot it gets here or how dry it gets here. She takes care of her yard like I take care of my yard over here. At any rate, I'm going to give you guys a glance at what I spotted this morning for the first time after 4 years, and it's been there at least 4 years or more, according to Miss Betty. Before I go any further, I want to say this right here. leadfarmer73, my brother. This one's for you, brother. I'm so inspired by what I see on your channel. I watch your channel all the time, your videos. There's always so much informative tips and tricks when it comes to growing things, making things grow, making things produce more fruit and vegetables. And man, I love you, man. I love what you do on your channel, man. And you inspire a lot of people other than myself. I know that because there's so many people on your channel. At any rate, brother, this video is for you. I was really inspired by you and what I saw on your channel this morning. So I walked over there and had a conversation with Miss Betty. And again, she's a very nice lady. I'm gonna get into what this video is really all about in the next segment of this video. So hang tight. All right, YouTube. So again, I was back here at the backyard escapes koi and goldfish pond back here in our backyard, setting up the sprinkler to keep our wildflowers and marigolds and our gladiolus and everything back here in our tower flower garden back there in the back alive back here. Again, it's been bone dry here, and I happened to glance to the left, or to the right of where my current position is, and I saw something that I hadn't seen. It's been there for years, and I haven't seen it in the past 4 years, so I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that, but here's what I saw over there. Now take a look, guys. I know I'm kind of far away from what I'm trying to show you guys, but if you look close, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit. That's a banana tree over there, guys. That's a banana tree. And not only is it a banana tree, it's a fruiting banana tree. I know this because Miss Betty wasn't in that location she was in, that she's currently in forever. And she actually brought this banana tree with her when she moved to this location. And it was part of a banana tree, it was like the pup of a banana tree that was actually growing in the location where she was living, and that tree was actually fruiting. So we know that this is actually a fruiting banana tree. I walked over there this morning, had a conversation with Miss Betty, and before I could even get to her backyard, I noticed several pups growing around the base of her banana tree. If you look closely, there's a large pup still at the base of her banana tree over there. Before I could even ask Miss Betty for a piece or a pup from this banana tree, she was like, "Do you want one of them?" And I was like, "Miss Betty, are you serious?" And she was like, "Yes." I was like, okay. The first thing that came to my mind was leadfarmer73. So again, brother, I'm dedicating this to you, man. I love the video series that you're doing on your banana trees and everything, man. So Miss Betty, there was actually 2 pups growing at the base of that banana tree. The larger one is still there. She offered me both of them, but I couldn't get the larger one. Well, I didn't want to disturb her main banana tree too much, and the larger one seemed to be more attached to the base of main tree than the smaller one was. So even though I did have difficulty removing the smaller one, I was able to remove the smaller one from the base of her banana tree over there. I covered the hole back up well, watered it in, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what that pup looks like. leadfarmer73, my brother, my brother, my brother. This one's for you, man. If it wasn't for you, brother, I wouldn't be doing this. Check that out, Lead Farmer. What you think about that? Huh? I went over there and dunked that up. I took a small Walmart bag with me because I knew I wanted to contain as much dirt around the roots as I possibly could. I did that, put it in the bag, watered it in, the root base in, good in the bag, because I have to make a hole down there and transplant this baby. So I'm gonna get to that now. Bring you guys back when I actually decide exactly where I'm gonna put it. We do have squirrels bad here in this backyard. I'm not sure if they like bananas, but I don't want to put it back here if they're gonna eat it up. I mean, I can always make a spot in my front yard and plant it in. But I know the soil needs to be some pretty fertile soil. I know the banana trees like a lot of nutrients. I know they like a lot of water, according to leadfarmer73, and I know he knows what he's talking about because his plants look tremendous on his channel. So I'm gonna follow your advice, leadfarmer73. Find a good location to plant this banana tree in. Make sure the soil is fertile in the area that I planted in, and it's gonna be able to get some good moisture in the soil. I'm gonna make sure I water it in every day and keep it fertilized and mulch around it and all of that good stuff. leadfarmer73, I have been listening to your channel, bro. I have been taking your advice, man. So again, leadfarmer73, this one's for you, brother. I'm gonna bring you guys back probably about an hour from now because it's hot out here. I'm already sweating, and even though I'm gonna be planting this banana tree back here, probably in my back, maybe in my back, but probably in the front yard. The sun is fully shining on the front yard around there. So if that's where I'm gonna plant it at, I gotta go ahead and do it anyway. So gotta get out there and get it did, and I'll bring you guys back and show you exactly where I planted it at, how it looks, and what I plan on doing to keep it nice and healthy from that point. Thanks for watching, and hang tight, YouTube. All right, YouTube, you guys don't know it, but since I brought you the previous scene in this video, I have changed clothes 3 freaking times. When I tell you it's hot here in Tifton, Georgia, and when I tell you it's also humid here in Tifton, Georgia, if you walk outside right now anywhere here in Tifton, Georgia, you got about 3 minutes tops before you begin to sweat. Even if you're just sitting down in a chair, you're not doing anything, you're completely at rest, you are going to sweat. The humidity here must be on like a 1,000,000% here right now. And I know it's at least 96, 97 degrees here right now in the shade where I'm standing at. At any rate, Lead Farmer, I want to show you exactly what I did here with my baby that I got from Miss Betty, who was kind enough to give me one of the pups from her banana plant over there out of her backyard. As I said in the previous scene of this video, this was for you, brother. I promise you, if it wasn't for me being inspired by what I see on your page, brother, I would not have done this. I would not even have been out here. It's way too hot for this. But I got it did, Lead Farmer. Take a look at what I did and let me know what you think, brother. All right, Lead Farmer, check this right here out, brother. As you know, here in our front yard, we got the worst possible soil probably on the planet Earth. It's a mixture of clay, mixed with lime rock, mixed with river rock. And I know this because I did my research, and what happened was years back, the city made everybody who had septic tanks actually disconnect from their septic tanks and connect their sewer lines to the city sewer line here. And when they did that, they had to dig up everybody's front yard to run the sewer line from their house out to the street out there. And they filled everybody's front yard back in with that, something that they knew would never erode or wash away or whatever. But the problem with that is, it's hard to get anything to grow in that soil. So with that being said, here's what we did over here at Lead Farmer. We originally dug a 15-inch in diameter hole here, 8 inches deep in the center. And then what we did was we dug out from that original 15-inch diameter hole another 8 inches all the way around, and we dug down 6 inches. So overall what we have is a hole here in the center, a pit that's 15 inches deep, and we have a ledge here of about 8 inches that's 6 inches deep all the way around. We know the roots of banana plants like to spread out, and we did this taking that into consideration, brother. And as you can see out here in my yard, Lead Farmer, all of this clay, rocky crap that you see out here that I toss out here into the yard is actually what was down here in this hole. And as you can see, I'm not lying, brother. It ain't nothing but clay, lime rock, and river rock mixed together. And I knew that there was no way that my banana plant was going to grow in that type of soil. But in our backyard, we have about 13 inches of topsoil, the richest, darkest, most fertile topsoil that you could ever imagine. And that's happened because our front yard drains to our backyard. Our backyard is a downhill slope all the way back to the back fence back there. And all the topsoil that builds up in our front yard during the spring and summer months, when the grass dies off and it rains during the winter, it washes that soil back to the backyard back there. At any rate, we went to the backyard, got some of that rich soil, and we filled this hole up with that soil that we got from our backyard. And again, the soil that we dug out of the hole is out there in the yard out there. Now what we did was planted our banana plant in the center of that hole. As you can see, the base is about right there. It's maybe 3 inches, 4 inches below the actual level of the soil here. We have approximately 6 inches of mulch here around this plant, Lead Farmer. And we'll continue to add mulch as the plants grows to keep this as much fertile soil, you know, composting around the base of this plant as possible. And we know that banana plants like a lot of water. That's another reason why we use soil from our backyard as opposed to clay, which water will stay in clay forever. It'll just hold water, turn to mud, and water won't drain from clay. So this soil is really loose. It's really fertile. The roots of this banana plant should have no problems at all spreading out into this soil. And this is what it looks like, Lead Farmer. I know you mentioned in your most recent video that you posted pertaining to your banana plants that they don't need all these extra leaves on here. I didn't know whether this plant was too small to go ahead on and take those little small leaves down there off and just leave these two at the top, or what should I do, Lead Farmer? If you watch this video, man, and you see what I've done here, man, leave me some advice as where I need to go from here with this banana plant, and what I need to do to make it grow and keep it healthy, brother. At any rate, thanks for watching. If you like what you see in this video and you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, press that subscribe button beneath this video, press the like button and the notification button if you'd like to be notified every time we upload new content. Thanks.